That's Priapus's tail. This is Priapus. I just got cat saliva in my mouth. There. I just got back from seeing. I think he wants to tell. Do you want to tell? Do you want to tell? Where did I go see? He doesn't know. I went to go see Gravity, and I'll just point out now that if you're going to listen to this review or watch this review or just close your eyes and pretend you're listening or watching this review, there's spoilers. This review is spoiler full. It's not spoiler free, it's just full of spoilers because I can't really review the film without spoiling it. Needless to say, I loved the movie, apart from one niggling aspect. That wasn't the fact that there was couples in the cinema. There were couples in the cinema. I swear that I just wear some couple pheromone that attracts them towards the cinema because there was only me in the cinema. Then two couples showed up. No one else, just two couples. A blonde ditz and something or other. I say a blonde ditz because throughout the film she was asking questions like, is that George Clooney? Is that Sandra Bullock? Are they in space? Are they always in space? Why is there no sounds? Etc. etc. So, she wasn't the smartest person in the bunch. So, big brass balls for the boyfriend taking her out to see her in a apparently highly intelligent movie because she couldn't grasp the concept of it. But anyway, that's not the niggling aspect. The niggling aspect, the tiny, kind of insignificant, but not really because it takes up like a good hour and a half of the movie, is Sandra Bullock. She can't act. She never has acted. She never has been able to act. In Demolition Man, she was there to be eye candy, just to look pretty. And even that aspect she kind of failed at. She's just crap, And this is where the spoilers come in. It's an annoying aspect, and it is quite a large aspect because the entire film revolves around her. The film starts off with 3 astronauts, some random Indian guy that you never see until you see his face caved in, which is kind of cool, and George Clooney. George Clooney dies, or kills himself, or allows himself to die to save Sandra Bullock in the process about 20 minutes into the film. And then you're just left with Sandra Bullock. It wouldn't be too bad if it was Tom Hanks, Or if I want to give you a perfect example of a space film set with just one actor, Sam Rockwell in Moon. He does that film brilliantly. You watch it all the way through, you feel for him, you care about him, and you want to see him live. Watching Sandra Bullock, I just wanted to see her die. I did not want to see the happy Hollywood ending where she lives and survives and lands on Earth and everything's hunky-dory. I want things to fuck up for her. When she spins tumbling off a telescope, I can't think of the word, spaceship type thing. See, now I'm the blondettes. Spaceship type thing. I'm like, good, she's having pain. Good. I hope she ruptures her spleen. I hope her helmet cracks and her eyes get sucked out from her head. But it never happens. The bitch lives. Annoyingly, she lives. And she's just not a competent... She's not likable at all. She's meant to be an astronaut, and yet she comes off as a ditz. I understand she's only had 6 months training ago her backstory, and so she's kind of, klutzy and stuff. But simple things like, you're in a 0-G atmosphere. When you drill shit, things float away. When you drop things float away. So, when the film sets up premises like, she's drilling something, she's dropped the drill, I wonder what's going to happen next, you kind of realise that she's a dumb cow, and she deserves to die in this film. She doesn't deserve to live at all. It was like watching the many misadventures of Mr. Bean, But replacing Mr. Bean with Sandra Bullock, everything that can go wrong does go wrong because she fucks it up. She doesn't grab onto anything. She doesn't, she keeps tumbling and breaking and falling and just crap. She's shit in this film. She ruins the film. It wouldn't be so bad if the entire film wasn't revolving around her, but it does. And it's crap because of it. If it didn't have Sandra Bullock in it, and if the roles were reversed and it was Sandra Bullock that died and George Clooney lived throughout, I won't mind. I can happily watch an hour and a half of George Clooney talking to himself because he's entertaining. He got an Oscar, for God's sakes, I think, or a BAFTA. He got some sort of medallion-type Hollywood thing that says that he's good at his job. Whereas Sandra Bullock just isn't good at anything. No, she's nothing. Nothing springs to mind that she's good at. Cannon fodder is good. Is a good use of her. Target practice, that's another good use. But I digress. So great film apart from her. Now, the film itself looks incredible, and if you get a chance to see it, if I haven't spoiled it too much for you, watch it in 3D because it's good. If you suffer from motion sickness, watch it in 3D anyway, because the vomiting is worth it. I was surprised when reading the credits that there was no use of ILM in this whatsoever. No use of some big FX company, no Weta Studios, no ILM, no nothing. It was just some random graphics company that I've never heard of, but it looks amazing. And quite realistic too. It's the most realistic space film I've seen since 2001. It goes with the whole there is no sound in space, and it sticks to that premise. Whenever you hear sounds, the only reason why you hear sounds is because you can hear what the astronauts hear. So I'm guessing if you're wearing a spacesuit and you're drilling away, you'll hear the drilling vibrations, and that's all you hear. You'll hear radio chatter. You'll hear, them rubbing themselves up against surfaces, but you won't actually hear anything. There's quite a lot of explosions in this film, and you don't hear half of them. You just see them. And I'm impressed that they kept it that way. Because, well, it's not really a typical Hollywood film because it's more of an art film. I mean, it was released as an opening or an ending to the film festival. So, it's not got the whole Jerry Bruckheimer, everything must explode and blow you out of your seat. Though the music kind of does that for you. The music is very well done. But, I don't know, it's just niggling things about it, like all the symbolism. Like we get it, life is precious. And, things that they added to it, like she has a backstory that her child died. Couldn't give a fuck. You're introducing this character 5 minutes into the film, and you find out that her child died 20 minutes into the film. It doesn't help that you don't particularly like the character anyway. And she just says it so nonchalantly that my child died. She was playing tag, she fell over, she died. It was kind of shit. Bully for you. Couldn't care. What does that bring to a NASA mission? Nothing. Whereas George Clooney, on the other hand, is like, yeah, well, there was this time in Mardi Gras, there was this time when I was on the space mission, there was this time when I was looking down at Texas, my wife was cheating on me. They're fun stories, the stories I want to hear about. I couldn't give a crap if your child died. It doesn't bring anything to the film. It just makes me dislike you more. Because you seem like an attention whore. Pretty much. And the fact that you try to kill yourself too. Again, just... Nah. But like I said, the niggling symbolism in the film is there as well. Her crawling into the fetal position when she arrives on the spaceship. Her, when she, as I said, spoilers, when she finally lands and she swims back to the shore. You see a frog, and it's all supposed to be like symbolism, like the evolution of life, like we came from the ocean and crawled on back onto the land, and then we were there again. And it's not needed. You know, she's not a religious character herself, so there was no need to bring religion into it. And as I said, I get the whole point they're trying to get across is that life is sacred. The point would have been made a lot more brutally if she just died in a horrible flaming wreck. I mean, it's not like NASA has never had a god awful accident where astronauts have just like been vaporized in a puff of smoke. You care for them more because they've just been eviscerated from the human existence. They gave it their all. The fact that she survives, flukily might I add, it just, yeah, it doesn't do anything. And, it just, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, she leaves the spaceship shuttle, okay? Now, any other astronaut we know would, like, skillfully leap out the escape hatch, latch on, hold on, for dear life and everything else. She doesn't. She robs an extinguisher, and for no lie, she does her best Wall-E impression and pushes herself with the fire extinguisher to the ship. And it just felt childish. You're supposed to be an astronaut. Astronaut stuff. Don't be some bitchy child. Anyway, I've focused far too much on Sandra Bullock. It really clearly has annoyed me more than I thought it did, and I hope she rots. But the film is very, very good. If you like Sandra Bullock, go see the film because you will have an hour and a half of her. Ironically enough, the giant damage ball of death that the Russians caused and the satellite thing that starts the whole domino effect and just like fucking everyone over has a limit of 90 minutes, and the film itself is on for 90 minutes. And she keeps looking at her watch and seeing 90 minutes have passed. But I didn't find it all that realistic because it wasn't the 24 90 minutes, and that the film doesn't last. The film lasts 90 minutes, but like 3 times 90 minutes passes. It would have been cool if it was like a 24 thing, whereas like the 90 minutes on the clock wasn't 90 minutes in the film. It would have maybe given you more oomph and suspense. Then of course she would have spoken, and it would have ruined the oomph and suspense because you just wanted her to die. But yeah, if you can deal with Sandra Bullock, or if you like her, go see the film. If you just love space opera, it's all it is. If you just remove all the talking, it's just beautiful scenes and shots. It is. See, he agrees. It's the 2013. I can't even think of the name of the film now. Oh, Space Odyssey. Is it Space Odyssey 2001? Yeah, it is 2013 Space Odyssey. It does look that good. I mean, you're looking at it and you're wondering how they did all the effects of them spinning and floating. I mean, the entire film was shot in Shepperton Studios, so it was all on stage. There was very, very few, if any, scenes, I don't think, of them riding in the vomit comet, the jet that flies up so they can get like a few scenes of wetlands just like they did for Apollo 13. I don't think they did that. I think they did it all on strings and just photoshopped them out, but it looks incredible. Just ignore Sandra Bullock, watch the film, and enjoy it for what it is, which is just a beautiful looking film with an exceptional score and brilliant effects and a crappy bitchy actress. Yeah, go see it. I recommend it. And Gravis, do you have anything to say? No? No? See, he wasn't too fussed about it either. He clearly dislikes Sandra Bullock. Otherwise, he'd be talking all the way through, as you well know. But anyway, thanks for listening or watching or just, I don't know, typing away. Maybe arguing about why she's good. I don't know. And as I said, I'm going to post this up now, and I'm going to then get another 9 more in before the year is out, because I want to. I've left this too far. I feel rusty now. I feel like I've not done this for a while, and I want to get some done. And now I think we'll to bed. Good night.